Alright, stargazers and existential explorers, ever wonder what it would be like to, well, check out on another celestial body? Forget the mundane terrestrial methods. Today, we're taking a morbidly fascinating tour of our solar system and beyond to discover what dying on every known planet would actually feel like. From scorching hot to absolutely freezing, from crushing pressure to the silent vacuum of space, we're going to break down your theoretical final moments with a dose of science and, naturally, some good old-fashioned existential dread. So, buckle up, because things are about to get wild, weird, and wonderfully terminal. Before we go on our cosmic farewell tour, let's establish a baseline, Earth. Here, you've got options. Old age, banana peel incident, overly aggressive pigeon, the possibilities are endless and, frankly, quite varied. But the general idea is, you're breathing, you're relatively comfy, and your body isn't instantly atomized or frozen solid. It's the Goldilocks zone of dying, if you will, not too hot, not too cold, just right for, a dignified farewell. This is our control group, folks, the standard against which all other planetary exits will be measured. Let's appreciate it while it lasts. First up, Mercury. Our solar system's innermost planet is a real stunner, if you like extreme temperature swings. Land on the day side, and you're instantly vaporized by temperatures reaching over 430 degrees Celsius. Your blood would boil, your flesh would char, and you'd essentially become a very unfortunate space Pop-Tart. On the night side? It drops to a chilling -180 degrees Celsius, so you'd freeze solid faster than you can say frostbite. Plus, no atmosphere means no air to breathe, just silent, painful desiccation. A quick, violent end, either way. Talk about a bad hair day. Next, the beautiful planet Venus, which, let's be honest, is anything but. Its atmosphere is a thick, crushing blanket of carbon dioxide, with pressures 92 times that of Earth's sea level. That's like being submerged a kilometer beneath Earth's ocean, but with 475 degrees Celsius heat to boot. You'd be simultaneously crushed, cooked, and dissolved by sulfuric acid rain. Your organs would rupture, bones would shatter, and any remaining flesh would melt away. It's a truly spectacular, multifaceted demise. Think pressure cooker, but with more screaming and less stew. Mars, our red neighbor, often eyed as humanity's next home. But dying there? It's less dramatic than Venus, but still utterly bleak. The atmosphere is less than 1% of Earth's, mostly carbon dioxide, so you'd suffocate almost instantly. The cold, averaging -63 degrees Celsius, would quickly turn your body into a frozen husk. Without a strong magnetic field, you'd also be bombarded by solar and cosmic radiation, frying your cells while you freeze. It's a quiet, desolate end, where the last thing you'd feel is the cold embrace of the void. And maybe a little dust in your eyes. Now, let's talk about Jupiter, the granddaddy of gas giants. There's no solid surface to land on, just an endless, turbulent ocean of hydrogen and helium. As you descend, the pressure would rapidly increase, far beyond anything experienced on Venus. You'd be crushed by millions of times Earth's atmospheric pressure, turning you into a super-dense, pancake-shaped pulp. Before that, though, Jupiter's intense radiation belts would deliver a lethal dose, frying your cells and DNA. It's not a quick death, it's a gradual, agonizing squeeze until you simply cease to exist. Hope you weren't claustrophobic. Saturn, with its iconic rings, offers a similar, yet distinct, flavor of doom to Jupiter. As another gas giant, there's no solid ground. You'd plunge through layers of hydrogen, helium, and methane, encountering progressively colder temperatures and escalating pressures. While its radiation belts aren't quite as fierce as Jupiter's, they're still more than enough to be lethal. You'd freeze, suffer radiation sickness, and eventually be compressed into nothingness. The stunning view of the rings, by the way, would be purely theoretical from inside its atmosphere. Not exactly a picturesque final moment, is it? Welcome to Uranus, the ice giant. Here, cold is an understatement. Temperatures plummet to -224 degrees Celsius in its upper atmosphere. Imagine diving into an ocean of supercold methane and ammonia, all while the pressure builds. You'd freeze solid almost instantly, turning into a human popsicle. But the journey wouldn't end there. Your frozen, brittle remains would continue to descend, compressed and sheared by the planet's internal forces. The sheer cold alone is enough to kill you long before the crushing pressure turns you into diamond dust. BRRR, literally. And then there's Neptune, Uranus's slightly crankier, windier sibling. Even colder at -214 degrees Celsius, Neptune boasts the fastest winds in the solar system, reaching up to 2,100 kilometers per hour. So, you're not just freezing, you're also getting shredded by super-chilled, supersonic winds as you fall into its icy depths. The pressure would then compress your remains, turning you into a dense chunk of organic material. It's a violent, blustery, bone-chilling end, quite possibly the most dramatic meteorological demise you could hope for. Hope you brought a very thick scarf. Our favorite dwarf planet, Pluto, might seem quaint, but it offers a particularly desolate end. Far from the sun, temperatures hover around -230 degrees Celsius. Its atmosphere is incredibly thin, almost a vacuum, primarily nitrogen, so you'd suffocate instantly. Your body would rapidly freeze solid, likely undergoing a process called sublimation, where ice turns directly into gas, causing parts of you to slowly evaporate. It's a cold, lonely, and remarkably slow dissolution into the void. A true cosmic ghosting, if you will. You wouldn't even have the courtesy of an explosion. Leaving our cozy solar system, we enter the wild, untamed frontier of exoplanets. There are thousands of these alien worlds, each a potential death trap more creative than the last. We're talking planets made of diamond, planets orbiting two suns, planets with oceans of lava. The universe's imagination is truly endless when it comes to ways to off a hypothetical visitor. While we can't cover them all, we can certainly touch on a few extreme categories to give you a taste of the truly exotic ways to, shall we say, expire. Let's explore some truly wild real estate. Imagine a gas giant, much like Jupiter, but orbiting so incredibly close to its star that its surface temperatures soar past 1,000 degrees Celsius. These are hot Jupiters, and dying here would be an exercise in rapid incineration. You'd likely be subjected to extreme radiation and constant, violent stellar winds, not to mention the insane heat. Your body would vaporize almost instantly, a fleeting puff of gas absorbed into the inferno. Some even experience evaporating atmospheres, slowly boiling away into space. So, not only would you die, but your planet might also be following suit. Talk about a double whammy. Super-Earths are rocky planets much larger and more massive than our own. Dying here means grappling with crushing gravity. Imagine a planet 10 times Earth's mass. Your body would immediately feel the immense weight, perhaps several times your normal Earth weight. Moving would be incredibly difficult, maybe even impossible. Your bones might splinter, organs would compress, and your circulation would struggle. You'd be pinned to the surface, struggling to breathe under the weight of your own body, slowly being flattened until your internal systems fail. It's like being eternally squashed by an invisible giant. A truly heavy situation. Some exoplanets are thought to be entirely covered in water, with oceans potentially thousands of kilometers deep. On an ocean planet, your demise would be a race against pressure and the unknown. As you sink, the water pressure would increase exponentially, far beyond anything experienced in Earth's deepest trenches. Your body would be compressed into an unrecognizable pulp, your organs rupturing and bones turning to dust. And that's assuming the water isn't superheated or filled with exotic, corrosive chemicals. It's the ultimate deep-sea dive, with no return ticket. I hope you're not afraid of getting your hair wet. Imagine a planet, free-floating through interstellar space, unattached to any star. These rogue planets are the epitome of cosmic isolation. Dying here would be a slow, freezing, and utterly desolate affair. Without a sun to warm it, the surface temperature would be near absolute zero, just a few degrees above -273.15 Celsius. You'd freeze solid almost instantly, a silent, stark monument in the endless night. There's no atmosphere, no sound, no light, just the ultimate cold vacuum. It's the universe's way of telling you, very, very slowly, that you are profoundly alone. Better bring a good book. The universe also potentially harbors carbon planets, worlds rich in carbon rather than silicates, meaning their interiors could theoretically host vast deposits of diamond. If you were to find yourself on such a world, perhaps through some geological catastrophe or a failed mining operation, your death could be rather sparkly. Imagine being crushed and compressed not just by planetary gravity, but by layers of graphite and eventually, solid diamond forming around you. It's a truly unique, if excruciating, transformation into a permanent, precious, but ultimately pulverized, fossil. Talk about going out in style, albeit involuntarily. Finally, let's consider the lava worlds. These exoplanets are so incredibly hot, often due to their close proximity to their stars, that their surfaces are entirely covered in molten rock, with rivers and oceans of scorching lava. Landing here means instant, complete incineration. Your body would simply cease to exist as a recognizable form, instantly turning into superheated vapor. There would be no time for pain, no sensation beyond an instantaneous flash of light and heat. It's the fastest, most unequivocal way to go. You'd make a great addition to the planet's magma ocean, however briefly. Poof. So there you have it, a truly comprehensive, if slightly terrifying, guide to expiring on every known planet. From the mild discomfort of a Martian chill to the multi-layered horror of Venus, and the pure cosmic loneliness of a rogue planet, the universe offers an incredible array of ways to bid adieu. It truly makes you appreciate our little blue marble, where at least you get to choose your final snack. The next time you gaze up at the night sky, remember the brutal beauty of these distant worlds, and be glad you're not planning a vacation there. Thanks for watching, and stay safely earthbound.